Hello everyone, this is Sarah again, and welcome to my second entry for my new blog, Bibliosnack. And I'm here today talking about another book. What a surprise. But before I talk about this book, I actually need you to do a little bit of imagining. I need you to imagine that you are standing in a room that measures 11 feet by 11 feet. So it's a room that's about 120 square feet. And for reference, this is about the size of a really big bathroom, like in a really nice house, or maybe a really small dorm room if you went to college and know how small dorm rooms are. And in this room are the following things. So 120 square feet, there's a bed, a wardrobe, a dresser, a bathtub, a sink, a refrigerator, a stove, a TV, a table, and a cabinet. There's no windows in this room. It's entirely covered on the walls. The only access to outside light is there's one skylight up in the very top of this room. Now, I want you to imagine that this 11-foot by 11-foot room is literally the only place you've seen or lived for your entire life. You've never been outside. This is your home. In this book, Room by Emma Donaghue, this is the case for Jack. And it is Jack's 5th birthday when this book starts, which means that he and his ma have been living in what he calls room, capitalized room, for 5 whole years. And as far as Jack is concerned, room is the only place, literally the only place in the world that actually exists. He has a TV, so he knows that there's something out there, but he thinks it's maybe another planet or it's pretend. Now, I don't want to give away too much about this book because part of what makes it really fascinating is that you're figuring out the story along with the main character. The entire story is told in first person from 5-year-old Jack's point of view. And it is absolutely impossible to read this story without becoming completely absorbed in Jack's world and in his really unique, interesting voice and the way he sees the world. It may not sound like it from the description, but this book is definitely a page turner. There were times when I was reading this that I literally had to put off meals just to find out what happens to Jack and Ma. And not only is this book a page turner in terms of plot, in terms of finding out what happens, but it's a page turner in that you care so much about the characters. You end up almost desperately caring about them and wanting to find out what happens to them, and you feel really involved in their lives. So if you are interested in finding out what happens to Jack and Ma, why they're in Room, and whether or not Jack will ever get to see the world outside of Room, I highly recommend this book. It's called Room by Emma Donaghue.